Do groceries taste better from Albert Heijn? Is it actually cheaper to buy your groceries from Dirk? A few weeks ago, we posted a story on our Instagram about how we were shopping at Dirk in August instead of our typical Albert Heijn, and a lot of y'all had opinions.
Dirk's meat is diabolical. Dirk has a depressing shopping experience. Dirk actually isn't that cheap.
So over the next 2 days, we'll be putting it to the test. We're making an identical breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner, and we're gonna see if we can taste the difference. And we're also gonna break it down to see if Dirk is in fact cheaper than Albert Heijn. Okay, so it's about 9 in the morning, which is kind of my favorite time to shop at Albert Heijn because there's basically like no one else here. However, the downside of that is sometimes they don't do all of the stocking either in the evening or first thing in the morning. So like it can be a little slim pickings. I think it's, you know, worth the bet to have like fewer people in here and be able to like take your time. Okay, so one of the things that we do a lot more here than we did when we lived in the United States is buy house brand stuff because it's actually like quite good here. And I think generally house brand items have kind of a bad reputation in the United States unless you're shopping at something like Trader Joe's. One of the things that I really like here at Albert Heijn is they add a discount to something that's about to expire. And I'm really curious to see if Dirk will do the same thing. All right, it's time to head home and make some breakfast.
Oh boy, I can't wait to eat my Albert Heijn croissant.
Ooh, well,
I don't normally eat croissants for breakfast. I do sometimes.
We do sometimes,
but it's not like an everyday thing.
But it's also not an Albert Heijn croissant that we normally get.
But sometimes it is. Now, we're not really big breakfast people, so we're keeping it simple.
Oh, and this probably isn't a surprise at this point, but we're starting with Albert Heijn.
I guess I'll start with my croissant. It looks like a croissant. It's not really special.
It got a little smashed in my bag. I'm very sorry about that. So for me, I am having a granola bowl, which consists of quark, blueberries, and crunchy muesli.
How do you feel about all of the elements of your muesli bowl?
I mean, I feel really good about it. I think if I was eating a muesli bowl, this is exactly what I would get.
You would get the Albert Heijn brand quark?
No, I would not purchase this brand of quark. I usually get the Campina, which I like because they have like the hint of vanilla or hint of banana flavors, and I really
Oh, so it's not the house brand that you're against, it's the fact that there's just more flavor variety with the other brands.
Yeah, they don't really have any variety outside of like full or like half fat for this kind.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what about the muesli?
Oh yeah, I've definitely bought this kind before.
Okay.
So this is my go-to, and then obviously I don't have a choice with blueberries. There's only one kind of blueberry.
It's your go-to at Albert Heijn.
It is my go-to at Albert Heijn.
But your actual go-to is?
Oh, Baccarat Salmon's granola.
All right, I guess I'll try my croissant first because it's the least interesting thing.
Dive in, baby.
You know, it's got good layering. It's not bad. It just doesn't really have much of a butter flavor.
Oh, really? Okay, I kind of take back what I just said. This quark has like hardly any like tang to it. At all. It's extremely plain. And I know that's weird to say because it is like a plain yogurt, but there's just something about quark that's like that bite and that tanginess where you don't need to add much to your yogurt bowl with this. And that's what I'm missing. Let's talk about how ratings are gonna work. We're gonna assign a rating in stroopwafels to every meal we get from Albert Heijn, and then we're gonna do the same at Dirk. And then at the end, we'll compare our quality scores to the price.
And the quality scores, to be clear, are the stroopwafel ratings.
Yeah, that's a good point of clarification.
Yep. Okay, for the croissant, this is a little bit difficult because, I mean, croissants do run the gamut.
It is true.
This is definitely not a 5 stroopwafel croissant, but it's also not a 1 stroopwafel croissant. I think it's a completely average croissant, so I'm gonna give it 3 stroopwafels. I think that's actually pretty fair.
I think that's generous. Okay, so for my muesli bowl, I mean, I really think this is pretty good. The main point of a muesli bowl is kind of like the yogurt that's inside of it. So I'm gonna give it 3 stroopwafels. Was that a weird?
Okay. Good choice.
Like Alex mentioned, we aren't big breakfast people, but we are big lunch people. For lunch, we're gonna need Caesar dressing, romaine lettuce, a cucumber, some plant-based chicken, and tortillas. All right, so this is a chicken Caesar wrap, and this is our like go-to healthy-ish meal, and we eat this pretty regularly.
So this is the chicken we normally get, yeah?
Yeah, so I feel really good about this. I know what to expect. The Caesar dressing is quite interesting. There's an ingredient in it that I'm going to see if you can guess when you taste it. No, actually.
Oh.
There is no sucralose in it, which was shocking.
Okay.
But there is something else that I found very interesting.
Did you spit in it?
No, it's on the ingredient list. I mean, yes, I always spit in our food, but it wouldn't be on the ingredient list. The one thing that I'm very interested in are these tortillas.
You're not interested in the Caesar dressing thing that you just told me about?
Well, I mean, I know what's in it. I need you to guess it. So we'll come back to that a little bit later. These tortillas, they've got a lot of inconsistencies. This one is extremely thick, and this one is kind of thin. So I don't know how to take that. Is that like a good thing?
Variety is the spice of life, Michelle.
Is that a good thing? Because they're more like homemade, you know?
Yeah, Albert's making them at the tortilla factory.
Yeah, we usually get the...
Alberto Heijn.
Alberto Heijn, oh.
I mean, it looks pretty accurate to me.
Well, there were some difficulties with the wrap situation.
Go on.
The verb to wrap them. As you can see, we have some structural issues happening here. There's a gape on the top. But I mean, overall it was okay. I'm not the best rapper either, so.
Yeah.
You want to slap it? It kind of like, it's making me feel like you need to slap it.
Doesn't really have the same effect of like a Chipotle burrito would.
Sounds kind of nice though.
All right, cheers.
All right, cheers. There is no Caesar dressing flavor, and
I see it.
Yeah, it's pretty soaked in there.
It's wet. It's a wet wrap.
The chicken's great, but I mean, we already knew that the chicken was going to be really good.
Yeah, that was the only thing that we knew for a fact.
Yeah, it's got a nice flavor. It has a nice crunch on the outside.
Was the Caesar ingredient that you wanted me to guess, is it water?
It's the absence of flavor.
It's weird that they listed it as an ingredient.
Yeah, isn't that weird? It was anchovy paste.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's normal in Caesar dressing.
But I don't think that that's normal if you get like Kraft Caesar dressing in the United States, because like people are very anti-anchovy.
That's true. But anchovy paste, it is an element of Caesar dressing.
Yeah, I think it should be pretty standard in my opinion.
Overall, I think this is pretty good. I mean, there's no surprises. I think the Caesar dressing is just a little bit of a disappointment. It's not my preferred Caesar dressing.
Yeah, I would like make my own Caesar dressing next time.
3.5 stroopwafels?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. 3.5 stroopwafels. Our favorite savory summertime snack is...
You can stop doing that.
Tortilla chips with pico de gallo. We're going to need tomatoes, a lime, a jalapeno, red onion, cilantro, tortilla chips. You don't have a choice with any of the ingredients.
Well, you can get organic.
But I mean, we normally get all of these. So everything has been normal.
This is the wild card.
Yeah, this is... Were you going to call it a red herring?
Well, I was going to call the red flag.
The red flag?
The red card.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, that's a football term, I think. Is that when you get thrown out of a game? Okay, anyway. Yeah, we normally get the Santa Maria tortilla chips, right?
Yeah.
We already say that? No, we were just talking about the Santa Maria wraps.
No, we did not say that.
Not sponsored. But if Santa Maria, if you did want to sponsor us. I think everything looks exactly like it would normally look because the pico itself is the exact same ingredients we'd normally buy. It's just the tortilla chips, and I don't think I can tell a difference at the moment.
No, these look exactly like the Santa Maria ones.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There's no salt on these chips.
No.
And there needs to be salt on tortilla chips.
Yeah, I was worried about that because several months ago, I was like, oh, I'll save some money and I'll buy the Albert Heijn brand potato chips. It's literally just a fried slice of potato. There is zero seasoning on those chips at all. I'm going to point out that we are digging around in this pico and these aren't breaking.
No.
Which is a plus.
There's a plus.
You know?
But this isn't plus, this is Albert Heijn.
You know, pico is like one of those things where I feel like I could make an entire bucket of it and it still wouldn't be enough. Like every single time we make it, we just eat all of it and I'm like, I want more.
And this is healthy. I mean, there's nothing unhealthy in this. Boy, I think I'm going to give this 3.5 stroopwafels. Just because of the chips. The pico is great.
Like this is delicious. I could just eat it out of the bowl and give it like 5 stroopwafels. But yeah, this is the problem. So I'm going to go with 3.5 stroopwafels. For dinner tonight, we're making something that we don't have often, but it seemed like a good opportunity to really differentiate the two grocery stores. For dinner tonight, we're gonna need potatoes, a head of broccoli, some fish seasoning, and some cod. We're doing an AVG or aardappel, vis or vlees and groente, or in English, potatoes, fish or meat, and vegetables. It's a typical Dutch dinner, at least traditionally.
PFV.
PFV. Oh,
PFV.
PFV.
Yep.
That sounds kind of sexy, don't
It
you
does
think?
sound actually kind of sexy.
I will say that there is a lot of inconsistency with these bags of potatoes.
I mean, they are grown in the dirt.
Well, it's not so much that, it's just more so that like sometimes you open the bag and a bunch of them are moldy and you can't see it. It happens sometimes. And then sometimes you get a bag like these, or look at this guy. He's so cute.
He looks like the thing in Lighten.
He looks like, oh, he does, the homunculus.
I need you to say exactly what you just said to me.
Okay, do you want to do me putting the fish in the pants? What I meant to say was, do you want to film me putting the fish in the pants?
All right, Michelle, how are you feeling about this fish?
This fish is unremarkable.
Oh, that's a good thing.
It's completely fine.
It's completely fine cod.
Not the best, probably not the worst.
Does this count as doing you?
I'm frying up some cod, and here you are doing me. All right, I'm cutting this up, and look, we got the beginnings of some mold happening in here.
Oh no.
This is what I'm talking about with the inconsistency. What an absolute feast. It looks delicious. It is a very vibrant broccoli. And I would say those look like extremely crispy potatoes.
Yeah.
Cheers.
That's a bold move, taking a bite of broccoli with the front teeth in the video.
It is true. I'm a risk taker.
Good broccoli.
It is good broccoli.
Cheers. I love our roasted red potato in the air fryer.
So good.
A little bit of olive oil, salt. All right, and let's try the fish with the fish seasoning packet.
Yeah, I think it's like a salty, garlicky dill kind of thing.
Cheers. The fish is a little bland,
Yeah.
even by like whitefish standards. I mean, it's fine. This is a perfectly passable weeknight dinner.
Absolutely.
I like the potatoes the best.
I know, I think the potatoes are my favorite too.
How do you think this is going to go tomorrow at Dirk?
I'm a little nervous.
Especially with this one.
Yeah, I'm nervous. We really haven't ever bought much from Dirk before, so I just kind of don't know what to expect. Like, I don't even know if Dirk sells like heads of broccoli or if they only sell them in like the bags.
Oh, really?
That's like pre-cut. Like, I'm not even sure. So
They must.
it will certainly be an adventure shopping.
Is there any
tomorrow.
more?
Yeah, there's a lot more potatoes
Oh my
and a
God.
lot more broccoli. No more
gonna-
fish though.
I'm gonna be eating a lot of this.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do this all again tomorrow, except at Dirk. And I have heard mixed reviews around the quality of their food. And I have heard some people say that they're actually not cheaper than Albert Heijn.
I guess we're gonna find out. I just realized that we forgot to rate the food. Oops. I think I'm gonna give it overall. I feel like everything was done well. The only complaint I had was that the fish was just kind of bland. 4 stroopwafels. What about you?
Yeah, the broccoli and the potatoes were doing some heavy lifting, but I agree, 4 stroopwafels. So one of the things that I'm noticing right away is it feels a lot busier here, but also like a lot quieter. So I think the first thing that I'm noticing here is they don't actually have Caesar dressing in the house brand. So I'm gonna get the thing that's closest to it, which I think is gonna be this. Oh, this is different. You get a whole bread slicer here. Look at that. Ah, it's a shame we're not getting bread for this video because I would totally use this right now. One of the things I've noticed is Dirk doesn't have their own loyalty card, and it's like very intentional because they say that everyone who shops here gets the lowest price, not just someone who has one of the cards. So another thing I've noticed is I haven't seen any food with the discount sticker because it's about to expire. I'm not sure if maybe that's just a timing thing or if maybe Dirk doesn't actually do that. We got everything. Time to go home and make breakfast.
Oh boy, I can't wait for my Dirk croissant.
Yum! I wasn't able to get blueberries, so I got raspberries. And I also wasn't able to find a house brand for their quark.
I guess I'll just try my croissant.
Does it look any different?
Does
it smell
yeah,
different?
it's more of like a stick, but like I think it's gonna taste identical.
It's a long boy.
Got good flaking,
Oh
or
yeah.
folds or whatever, and good flaking.
Webbing?
It's a perfectly passable croissant.
Time to mix up my seed and nut granola. This quark was much more fluffy. It was almost like it was whipped, which is a little curious because I don't think it's supposed to be whipped.
Did you notice anything else about your quark container?
Yeah, it's one of these that doesn't actually have a lid. It's just this foil. So when you open it up, am I supposed to eat this all in one go?
Maybe you buy a plastic lid?
Yeah, what do y'all do at home when you buy something like this? Because this isn't like a Dirk thing. This is pretty common at all grocery stores in the Netherlands. The texture of the quark is definitely different, but it has flavor. It's kind of got like a very like creamy, strong dairy flavor, which is nice. The raspberries are tart and ripe. And then I actually really love the texture of this granola.
So this croissant, again, it's a completely passable croissant, not a 5, not a 1. 3 stroopwafels.
And for my granola bowl, this is quite tasty. I really love all of these ingredients together, so I'm gonna give it 4 stroopwafels. It's time for lunch, but this time it's from Dirk. Cucumber, plant-based chicken, tortillas, romaine lettuce, and not Caesar dressing.
What the heck is town Crowden?
It's garden herb dressing. So one thing I learned today is that Dirk's house brand selection is a lot smaller than Albert Heijn's. So they don't have any sort of like plant-based meat products in their own house brand. And also the tortillas weren't available in their own house brand.
And the Caesar salad.
And
the Caesar dressing.
Yeah, the Caesar dressing.
Also Caesar salad because there's no Caesar dressing.
Yeah, that is true. So I think that they just sort of like limit what they make in their own house brand.
How do the ingredients look?
I mean, everything looks really good. Honestly, this chicken patty, which is from this brand called Go Veja, looks exactly like the Albert Heijn one.
All right, so what do you think of this one?
I think it looks pretty good. The only real noticeable difference, in my opinion, is the tortilla. So this tortilla is a white tortilla, and the one that we got from Albert Heijn was a wheat tortilla.
Did they have white tortillas at Albert Heijn?
Yes, they did, but
So they had selection.
they had selection. Dirk did not.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, my tortillas
no.
not staying together. But okay, here we go.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That could have just been bad luck, but my tortilla exploded.
Yeah, I think it was bad luck. I don't think it's representative of the tortilla itself. Yeah, it tastes fine. I think the plant-based chicken definitely tastes different. It's less salty, in my opinion, but it does have the same crunch on the outside, which is nice.
I think it tastes the same. I can't tell the difference.
Really?
Yeah, I also really like the dressing. You took a little bit of a gamble on it, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, the dressing is nice. It has like a pretty strong dill flavor, which I really like.
We love dill. I'm not going to eat any more of this on camera. Because it is extremely embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
Sloppy.
that.
It's okay. Other than the dressing, I can't really tell a difference. This is just as good to me. What did I give the one yesterday?
I think you gave it 3.5.
Then I will also give this a 3.5.
I agree. I'm gonna give this 3.5 stroopwafels. Tomatoes, a spicy pepper, cilantro, red onion, a lime, and tortilla chips.
I've been looking at this ever since you got home and you have not brought it up. Do you realize this says, eat me, I'm hot?
Oh, no. I kind of bought this in a panic because Dirk didn't have jalapenos, so I just threw it in my basket and yeah. The cilantro's like a little stemmy, heavy on stem, light on leaf.
Okay.
But everything else looks completely identical to Albert Heijn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good sign.
I think so.
All right. So right off the bat, the tortilla chips look a lot better.
Yeah.
They look like Doritos.
I was going to say they look kind of rustic. I don't know why that's the word that keeps coming to my mind.
They do look rustic.
Yeah. And they smell very corny.
Is this is it house brand?
Yeah, it's a house brand.
Oh, yeah. Do you think this is like one of the situations where the house brand is actually just rebranded?
I don't think so. They're kind of small.
Why is Albert Heijn trying to go their own way on this?
I don't know. I mean, everyone's got to choose their path, you know?
Yep.
Very philosophical.
Yep.
Okay.
Cheers. Something sweet. Is it the tomatoes? Mm-hmm. They're really sweet.
Yeah.
The tortilla chips are very crunchy. Mm-hmm. They are salted.
They are.
Thankfully. Mm-hmm. Don't have a ton of a corn flavor, which is really interesting because they do smell.
Yeah, why do they smell so much like corn, but they don't really taste like corn?
They are better than the Albert Heijn tortilla chips, though, by a lot.
The texture of them is really nice. Mm-hmm. They've got a good crunch to them.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really tasting the cayenne pepper.
No.
Which is funny because it said, eat me, I'm spicy. The pico itself, I like it. It's fine. It's passable. There's just something a little off about it, but I like the chips more. So I think I'm just going to go with the 3 again. I think that's probably fair. Like, there's pros to this one, there's cons to this one, but overall, I think it's a 3. 3
yeah,
stroopwafels.
The chips would be a plus. The pico is a negative.
No, it's from Dirk.
Oh. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm at the same score that I was yesterday too, 3.5 stroopwafels. Dinner time. Potatoes, seasoning, broccoli, cod. They gave us a ton of potatoes. This package, which I think is a kilo, is the smallest amount of these tiny potatoes that I can buy at Dirk.
Oh,
So.
But it was the same price as Albert Heijn, wasn't it?
For twice the amount.
All right, let's get into this broccoli. That's where we
yeah.
ran into issues last time, right?
Let's cut it in half and see what we're dealing with. Here we go. Hey!
Not
It
bad.
looks like broccoli.
What?
That's a good
The other one
thing.
didn't look like broccoli?
Well, yeah, it looked like broccoli just with a little extra mold, and this one is mold free.
Are you sure it was mold?
I Yes, I kind of think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I am feeling very good about this fish.
The fillets look bigger. Am I crazy?
Okay, they're not bigger because it's basically the exact same size between the two. However, these are very similar in size, whereas the Albert Heijn ones, there was like a small one, but he was thick, and there was a long one, but he was skinny. That's all. I feel really good about this. I think this looks delicious.
Yeah?
And I think the whole meal looks a bit more appealing due to the color of the fish. And that's because the seasoning was just a little bit darker than the seasoning from Albert Heijn.
Cheers. I don't know if I would be able to taste the difference with the potato.
Yeah, I mean,
unless something was horribly wrong.
I was going to say, unless it was a straight up bad potato.
All right, let's check on potato. All right, cheers.
Cheers. I really think it all comes down to the fish.
I remember the Albert Heijn fish was pretty bland, and I know it's kind of like a weird thing to say that white fish is bland, but we did put the seasoning packet on it too. So there is a component of this where we're measuring both the flavor of the fish and the flavor of the fish seasoning packet.
Indeed.
Cheers.
Cheers. The seasoning packet definitely has a stronger punch of flavor. I think it's like a paprika flavor.
Everything you taste, you say it has a paprika flavor.
It's true. But the seasoning inside was a deep red color.
I mean, this is a perfectly good dinner.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying every element of it.
I'm very happy about this.
I mean, the broccoli's good. The potatoes are good. Mm-hmm. The fish is good.
Yeah, everything about it is delicious.
4.5 stroopwafels?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. 4.5 stroopwafels.
There's not like anything like amazing about it, but nothing's missing.
No, nothing's missing. I don't really wish for anything different on this plate.
No, like this is a perfectly adequate meal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what did we learn?
By the way, if you're enjoying this video and you want to see us do it again, maybe this time Jumbo versus Lidl, give this video a like and maybe subscribe while you're down there.
I gotta say, we actually wanted to do this video because we were genuinely curious about what the outcome would be. We actually started, like we said in the intro, that was not a setup, shopping at Dirk in August because we wanted to save money on groceries.
Yep.
And we thought this would actually be a really interesting way to see if there's a difference. Mm-hmm. And thankfully there is a difference. Otherwise this would have been a really boring video. So let's start with breakfast. We got a croissant and a yogurt bowl. So at Albert Heijn, that was a combined quality score of 6 stroopwafels. At Dirk, we gave it 7 stroopwafels because you liked the yogurt better, I think. And the granola.
Yeah, the granola too.
And for the cost, what we've done is we've created a quantity adjusted cost. Sometimes the amount of something that we bought at Albert Heijn was different than the amount that we could buy it at Dirk, even though we did our best to buy everything, to be equivalent. And what we've done is we've just decided, okay, well, this is how much of that we ate. So that's how much we ended up putting into the quantity adjusted cost. So at Albert Heijn, breakfast was €2.82. At Dirk, it was €2.13. We did save a little bit of money.
Yep. So one thing that was surprising about breakfast is that we got an extra 100 grams of granola from Dirk, and it was also slightly cheaper.
Oh, so we paid less for more granola?
Exactly.
And you liked the granola better.
Yes.
So for lunch, we had the plant-based chicken wraps. At Albert Heijn, we gave the quality score a combined 7 stroopwafels, and the cost was €4.10. And at Dirk, we gave it a combined 7 stroopwafels, and it was €3.44. We did save a little bit of money, even though Dirk does not have a house brand plant-based chicken. For the snack, we had the pico de gallo and tortilla chips. At Albert Heijn, we gave it a combined 6.5 stroopwafels, and the cost was €3.69. At Dirk, we gave it 6.5 stroopwafels, and it was €3.13.
Yeah, and y'all, what was so surprising about this snack, I went back and I looked at the cost of the tortilla chips that we like from Dirk, and they were 63 cents.
63 cents?
For the entire bag.
They're practically paying you to eat the tortilla chips. And for dinner, we had cod with steamed broccoli and then the roasted potatoes, the air fryer potatoes. At Albert Heijn, the combined score we gave was 8 stroopwafels, and the total cost was €10.18. At Dirk, it was 9 stroopwafels, so the quality was actually better.
Yeah.
And the total was €9.18, so it was a whole euro cheaper.
Yeah, which is wild because the fish at Albert Heijn was actually slightly cheaper, but I looked back and it's because of the potatoes. So the cost of the potatoes were the same at each grocery store. However, at Dirk, they give you twice the amount of potatoes. So we had an entire kilogram of potatoes. So
we have a lot of leftover potatoes.
We can make the meal again with the potatoes.
Well, we don't have any fish or broccoli.
Well, we
still got a lot of potatoes.
We can make the potatoes again.
So in total, with our quantity adjusted cost, Dirk was actually quite a bit cheaper. And they actually ended up rating higher on the total combined quality scores across all 4 of those meals.
I did not expect them to be higher on the quality score.
And if you're curious, like if you take the quantity adjusted cost aspect out of it, the receipt, the actual, like just everything we bought at Albert Heijn was 33 euros and 37 cents. And at Dirk, it was 32 euros and 9 cents. So we saved money. Period. So I think you can save money by shopping at Dirk. It's just you also need to be ready to either A, change your grocery list on the fly based on what they have in their selection, or B, go to a second location to pick up something like kimchi or go to the market for some Brussels sprouts or, you know, what have you. All right, well, that was a fun experiment. As always, thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all next week.
So done.